season 2 of Koi Medic, we are traveling across South Africa to showcase a larger variety of koi enthusiasts and their ponds. We aim to inform and inspire other enthusiasts and build an online koi community where we can all learn together. Let us know in the Koi Medic comment section if there is a topic you want us to cover. Invite us over to teach us and our viewers about your unique koi piece of heaven. Or leave your questions and we will get back with answers as soon as possible. Koi Medic is an open discussion between all koi enthusiasts around the world.
Hi everybody and welcome to episode 3. As we said, we're going to do microscope analysis and then we're going to have a look at some parasites and understand what do parasites do. I mean, this is living water, so there's got to be those elements in there and it's natural. But how do we control it in our koi pond? So what I've done is, obviously I've got the microscope on me that's unplugged, but what I've done is I've seen just now a parasite. I'm not going to tell you what parasite it is, but when you see the film clip, I'd like you to see if you can identify what parasite it is, and then I'll tell you later. Let's have a look. In terms of microscope analysis, what's most important, a lot of people, what they would do is they take their slide, they do a scrape of one fish, and they would immediately have a look and assess it. Not always are you going to find anything on the slide. What's very important is that you wait for about 4 or 5 minutes and then you put it under the microscope. By that time, if there's parasites, they would have started moving around, they would have started moving out of the mucus. If there's a lot of mucus, that's the first telltale sign, a lot of mucus. But apart from that, I've got to ponds many times where I've done even 2 slides and I don't pick up any parasites. But then on the 3rd slide, I have picked up parasites. So what is the difference between the first 2 and the 3rd one that I'm talking about? Well, what I've picked up is a little technique that I'd like to share with you. And that is, have a look in your koi pond. Have a look at the fish that is compromised the most with its immune system, that is really not happy. Look around, spend some time, and then what you do is you scrape that fish. And what you do is you scrape off on the gill filaments, the soft skin, and a lot of times you could on the side of the body as well. But that's where you would pick up. With a fish that is not well, you would more than likely pick up the parasites. Once you've assessed what parasite it is through your microscope, because you cannot see it with the eye. It's critical that you use this first before you medicate, because you don't know what you're medicating for. And that's very important, and that can save you a lot of money. So let's go and have a look at this parasite that I picked up. Right, so in that instance, it is Trichodina. And Trichodina is rather a nasty fella. As it's turning around, as you saw in the film clip, it's basically eating away at the flesh, almost like a saw blade that is cutting into wood. It's the same sort of principle. That's why it moves around like that. Each parasite has its own behavior. Also, each parasite needs a particular medication. Now, when you get 1s and 2s, that's when almost the red flag is. If it's on one fish, it's going to be on all the fish, in most cases. When you get a swarm or an infestation, that is when we need to go to the next level. And that's where we need to identify. What I've done is, we've actually taken a series of film clips and we've basically worked on 200 times, and then we've on the microscope gone down to 400 times, so you can have a look at an in-depth view, not only on a film clip but also on a photograph, of the severity of the hooks on fluke, for instance, and it would give you an idea of how bad it can infect the fish. A costia infestation, that would also show, and you could almost imagine if it was mosquitoes around you, how irritated it would make you, and how unhealthy it would make you. So that is critically important, so that we identify the parasite and then we go into the medication. Okay, so if you don't have a microscope, what do? Well, the best is that you need to call a koi medic to come out and to assess. If you can get hold of a microscope and you don't know what you're looking for, we are really just a call away where we can help you. And even if you can spot something on your microscope, do a WhatsApp film clip and send it to me, and I'll be able to respond and tell you what parasite it is, and we can go from there as well. So just to try and make life a lot easier. And in that process you learn, and I never stop learning, but happy to help. But please don't forget, you must subscribe. It'll help you. Then set the notification for some more exciting episodes that lie ahead to help you with your lovely koi fish.